Last is sponsored by DeMayo Law Offices, representing Carolinians since 1992. On Your Side Tonight with Jamie Bull starts now. It's a harsh reality for thousands of families. Homelessness.
It's rough, man. I mean, people make fun of you. People snicker and say stuff about you.
What's it going to take to end it in our community? A college student from Iredell County killed in a mass shooting in Greensboro.
She was a good girl.
A family left without a loved one as police search for her killer. The threat of respiratory illnesses in our local schools is growing. Some schools have closed to keep students healthy. More on that coming up. Also, a story unfolding in southeast Charlotte tonight. A person found dead in a creek along the McAlpine Creek Greenway. More on that coming up. Governor Cooper, he was in Charlotte today for a major announcement to close what's known as the digital divide. And did you see this today? Oh, dear. A whitetail seen running through a South Carolina restaurant. That wild moment caught on camera. We'll show you more of that coming up. Good evening and welcome to On Your Side Tonight. We appreciate you being with us here. I'm Jamie Bull. So much to get to tonight. Our Alex Giles is here. He's going to get you caught up on the news you may have missed today. Meteorologist Rachel Coulter, she is fine-tuning that forecast, tracking a couple of first alert days. Could impact your Halloween weekend. That's coming up. But first, we got some breaking news we are following. More trouble for the New Indy paper mill in York County. A new report that's part of a lawsuit against the mill claims cancer-causing toxins from New Indy are leaking into the Catawba River. The river provides drinking water to tens of thousands of people between Columbia and Rock Hill. For more than a year now, Wbtv has been following the outrage over that rotten egg smell coming from the paper mill. Thousands of neighbors living nearby made formal complaints. And remember last December, the EPA proposed a $1.1 million fine if the paper mill did not comply with Clean Air Act standards. You can find all of our reporting on the New Indy site on our website. Just go to WBTV.com. Now to a developing story. It's been over 3 months since anyone has seen this man right here, 27-year-old Quentin Rourke. He's a Lincolnton father of two, and police say he was last seen in rural Gaston County back on July 12th. Well, tonight his family is hoping someone with information comes forward, and they're talking with our Brandon Hamilton, who is live tonight in Gaston County with more on this. Brandon, 3 months, that is a long time for someone to be missing. A lot of agony for this family. What are they telling you?
Jamie, it is, and in fact, Quentin's family is sure that someone out there knows of something. In fact, they've been passing out these missing posters across Gaston and Lincoln counties. And speaking with Quentin's mom earlier today, she told me that he was actually dropped off to that home in rural Gaston County and was supposed to walk back to his home in Lincolnton, but never made it. Now, Gaston County police say Quentin Rourke was last seen again in the area of Flat Rock Road. That is in the rural part of Gaston County near the Lincoln-Gaston County border. Now, Quentin's mother, Nancy Rourke, tells me he was at this home to buy drugs. But, you know, while acknowledging her son's past, she says that is still no excuse for someone to cause her son any harm. Now, she says they've searched for almost a month on those back roads and railroad tracks.
It's been pretty bad because I don't know what has happened to my son. He could have been hurt before he died. He could have overdosed, but I just miss him. I miss him. I just want to hold him. I just want to talk to him. I want these children to be able to see their dad.
And, Jamie, as we mentioned, he does have two children, and one of those children, his 6-year-old son, I did have a chance to speak to, and just hearing the words from a child about their father missing and just wanting their dad back home, that was truly heartbreaking. I'll have that side of the story coming up tonight at 11. And, again, for you at home, if you have any information on where Quentin could be, call the Gaston County Police Department. Reporting live in Gastonia, Brandon Hamilton, WBTV, on your side.
I figure someone knows something. Brandon, we'll see you tonight at 11 o'clock. Thank you. Now to 7 at 7. Our Alex Giles joins us now with the 7 biggest stories of the day to get you caught up. Alex, been a busy news day.
It has been a busy news day. This first story is something that was breaking this afternoon. It's certainly unsettling news for folks who are familiar with McAlpine Creek Park in that part of Charlotte. Today, police say they found a body in that creek. Why were they over there? Well, they tell tell us they were looking for a missing person. Police have not said if the person they found was the missing person they were searching for. No names have been given. Of course, we will update you when we get more information about that situation. Also in Charlotte, CMP says they need your help finding a car that was taken during a recent shooting that happened in East Charlotte. Take a look here. Officers are looking for a dark-colored Mercedes-Benz C250, the license plate TJV 4843. We got it up there for you. Police think this car was taken during that shooting on Snow Lane in Charlotte. 32-year-old Aaliyah Willard was killed in that shooting. If you know anything about this situation, if you recognize that vehicle or that license plate, please call Crime Stoppers. And a very troubling story out of Statesville tonight as well. Police say 19-year-old Kanesha Turner was one of 2 people killed at a shooting at a block party in Greensboro. We just got photos of Turner moments ago. Happened for you here. She was a student at North Carolina A&T University. 4 other people were hurt in that shooting. One of Kanesha's friends says she was shocked to hear about her friend passing.
She was a good girl. She played basketball. And this one, she in college now, but she used to play for basketball team.
No arrests have been made. Police are still trying to figure out who the shooter was in that situation. One North Carolina school district is shifting 2 of its schools to remote learning this week, not because of COVID-19, though. Aquadale Elementary and South Stanley Middle are doing this because of a spike in what we're told are respiratory illnesses. This is a story we've been following. What isn't being shared is the exact virus that's causing the problems. Our education reporter Courtney Cole has been digging into this story. She has more.
One South Stanley Middle School parent tells me her child has the flu. The school district has not said if students have the flu, RSV, or any other respiratory illness, and I'm working to learn how many students were absent earlier this week. All students at Aquadale Elementary and South Stanley Middle School are doing remote learning until Tuesday, November 1st. Iredell Statesville schools officials tell me they're also seeing a jump in respiratory illnesses in the district's elementary schools. Numerous cases of RSV, which is the type of virus causing huge issues across the country right now, are being reported by families in that area. At this time, students in that district are not remote. CMS and Cabarrus County schools have not said if they've seen any high number of absences or cases of respiratory illnesses. We are working to get more information from Stanley County schools about these cases as they prepare to send students back to school next week. For now, reporting in Stanley County, Courtney Cole, Wbtv, on your side.
And we know Courtney will stay on top of that story for us. North Carolina's governor was in Charlotte today. Governor Roy Cooper was here to talk about the efforts to get every North Carolinian access to high-quality internet. Alarming stat here. Cooper says there are 1.2 million North Carolinians on the wrong side of what they call the digital divide. The governor says the money from the American Rescue Plan and the bipartisan infrastructure plan should help get more people connected. And we do have a wild animal story of the day for you. This is from Kershaw, South Carolina. A deer made a surprise appearance in a restaurant. That's right, a real deer in a real restaurant. It came in through the front door. It was slipping and sliding all over the wooden floor there. What a mess. Thankfully, one of the servers was able to get that animal out of the business.
I think most people think I'm crazy, but it was fun. I was just trying to get them. I'm a country girl. It didn't bother me.
Love her. At least she's honest, right? The owner of the business said that the video has been viewed thousands of times online. He's hoping that now more people will visit the restaurant after seeing this wild video. Hey, any publicity is good publicity, right?
I guess so. You know, I think about the things that you put their name on the screen, usually there's a job title underneath.
Right. Drag deer out.
Deer out the door. She's the hero in all of this. All I kept thinking about was our dog Max on the hardwood floor. He's the same way. He's just slipping and sliding. You can't get any traction anywhere. Let's talk about the forecast, all right? We don't want little Jordy's Halloween costume to get wet. Could be, however, a problem, and this all could impact everyone's Halloween plans. See the futurecast here. Meteorologist Rachel Coulter joins us now. Yeah, what weather could play a factor on Sunday as well? A couple of first alert days, Rachel.
Yeah, that's right. It's going to depend on when you have those Halloween plans as to whether or not you're just going to want to make an umbrella a part of those Halloween costumes. Late Sunday into the first half of Monday, as things stand right now, that looks to be the time frame where we would see most of the impacts. But we'll have to see how long the rain chances hold on. I know we've been watching this for several days now, especially since there are so many plans around this time of the year. And we've got you covered. We're going to keep you posted, especially as we get a little bit closer. So here's your Halloween weekend outlook as it stands right now. now. That first lower weather day is going to continue from Sunday night and into your Monday, which is Halloween. And notice your temperatures, cloud cover. We're going to be cloudier, and some cooler temperatures are going to be with us all the way through the weekend, in addition to those rain chances. We even had a few showers this morning, all thanks to this cold front that's now off to our east. But with these clearing skies, temperatures are cooling off really quickly, already down to 50 in Boone, 60s for the rest of us. This is short-lived. I'll walk you through what you can expect heading out the door in the morning, through your Thursday, and, of course, this weekend as well. Just a few minutes, Jamie.
A lot to sort out. Rachel, we'll see in a few minutes. Coming up next here on Your Side Tonight.
Thousands without a place to lay their heads at night right here in our community.
There's so much that would make the heart actually just cry.
So what's it going to take to end the homelessness problem?